বের করে। হ্যালো ম্যাম। উনি কথা বলতেছেন। উনি আরো চলে আসছে। আপনি কি মোবাইল থেকে ঢুকছিলেন? স্পিকার আসছে।
এবার কথাও তো বলতে পারবো না স্যার, মেসেজ দিন।
বলতে পারবা, সমস্যা নেই।
আচ্ছা,
তাহলে আমি কি একটু
আগে ম্যাডামের সাথে কথা বলে নাও, তারপর ওই যাবো আর কি।
না উনি বলুক না।
আচ্ছা আপনি তাহলে একটু দাঁড়ান 2 মিনিট।
চ্যাট বক্সে লেভেল দেখাচ্ছে না। হ্যালো
দেরি হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যেটা সেটা তাড়াতাড়ি যাচ্ছে।
এমপি
ম্যাম
কি তাহলে এগুলো সব ভুলে গেছি। তুমি এটা দেখতেছো না মনে হয়।
আগে স্পিকটা দিয়ে দাও, নাকি কথা বলবো আগে?
উনি স্পিকার সাথে কথা বলবেন।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, আমি বলে আপনি দেখেন, ভুলে বলবেন ওকে।
আগে তো মনে হয় স্পিক দিতে হবে নাকি?
দিতে হবে, কিন্তু উনি এটা বলতে বলতে অনেকক্ষণ টাইম লাগবে।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে দিয়ে দাও।
হ্যালো ম্যাম।
Hello.
Do you have
Ma'am, do you have any slide for presentation?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, you have to share.
Ma'am, you have to share it.
Okay. Can you see now?
At this student slide test student. Move to the next slide.
Yeah. Move to next slide, ma'am.
Can you see the change of slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, now you wait for some minutes.
Ma'am, wait for some minutes.
I will stop it now. I will stop sharing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, remove করে দিন। remove করে দেওয়া
চোখে দেখতেছি না।
এখন কি এটা
এবং remove করে
Good evening. Welcome to Institute of Global Professional for free webinar. Thank you all for joining and stay with us till the end. My lovely audience, today I am the host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear audience, I am proud to be associated with IGB as a global member. I feel honored and privileged to host this webinar. It's my delight to welcome you all to our Institute of Global Professional free webinar. Thank you all for joining us today in this marvelous evening. And it's my humble request and pleasure to all of you stay with us till the end. Institute of Global Professional serves student and community resource, providing holistic social work and education for create a complete generations. IGP is a leading on online skill development institute and thousands of learners worldwide. Institute of Global Profession is an educational institute provide social work and globally recognized. We organized our webinar training offline online courses by based and trained speakers coach from all the world. Our mission is to empower people. We have already completed 1055 webinars successfully. Let's introduce our speaker, Rania Lampu ma'am. Hello ma'am.
Hello, warm greetings from Greece. I'm very,
How
very honored and very happy to be invited for this webinar. I would like to congratulate the Institution of Global Professionals for the amazing work they're doing.
thank you
And,
ma'am.
and I'm always excited in joining.
Okay ma'am. Please say something about yourself and then you can start your
Mhm.
presentation.
Mhm. I'm a global educator, STEM instructor, ICT teacher training, author, researcher, and the Global Peace Ambassador in Greece. And currently, I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education, at the Directorate of Educational Technology and Innovation, where I'm writing STEM projects for Greek schools, and also working at the Greek Astronomy Space Company. So
Okay ma'am. Thank you for your introduction. Please, you can start your presentation now ma'am.
mhm. Okay, first I want to say that we know that artificial intelligence has been around for many years, but most people still consider it as a concept that belongs in the realm of science fiction, novels, and films. And what most people seem not to know or understand is that AI has been a part of science, technology, and our lives for quite some time now. It is now as advanced as we can't say that it's advanced or dangerous as novels and films. So AI is all around us. It is being used to make our lives easier, from automated parking assistance systems that we can find, or um, personalized ads that we can get on social media when we browse the web in general. So AI is here to make our lives easier, and of course, not to enslave us or make us obsolete. So today we're going to present all this use of AI in education, because AI has the power to address some of today's most important educational issues, to reinvent and innovate the teaching and the learning practices. And of course, this rapid technological advancement carry with them multiple risks and challenges. So in this presentation, we will try to explore all the benefits, applications of AI in education, but at the same time explore the challenges and concerns always in an effort to highlight that behind any application of AI in education is not, of course, to replace teachers, but give them a helping hand in understanding the potential limitations of each student. In the third part, we will present all the ethical guidelines about how to build a trustworthy AI society. So may now I share my presentation. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Can you see also the change of slides? Can you see the change of slides?
Yes, ma'am, change of slide is also visible.
Okay. So, according to Max Tegmark, life is defined as a process that can retain its complexity and replicate, and this, what we call life, can develop through three stages. A biological stage where its hardware and software are evolved, 1.0, a cultural stage where it can design its software through learning, 2.0, and a technological stage where it can design its
Hello,
software as
ma'am.
well. And this way, we can become master of our
Hello,
own
ma'am.
destiny. So artificial intelligence may enable us to launch
Hello,
life
ma'am.
2.0
Can
this
you hear
century.
me?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, actually, in your presentation, there is a message. Please click on hide button.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can carry on.
Okay. Um, so we have a cultural stage 2.0 where we can design our software through learning, and the technological stage 3.0 where we can design the hardware of our life as well, becoming the master of our own destiny. So artificial intelligence enables us to launch what Max Tegmark call 3.0. And a fascinating conversation has sprung up regarding what the future we should aim for and how this can be accomplished. So our intelligence is what makes us human, and AI is an extension of this quality. Of course, technological advancement is driving changes in many industries. AI is advancing quickly, creating solutions once thought impossible. And learning always has been and always be a foundational part of humanity, regardless of age. We are constantly developing new understandings. And as our collective intelligence improves, we're beginning to create machines that have human-like abilities to learn and make strategic decisions. And why we can say that so far AI hasn't made any such crazy waves, and in many ways has quietly become ubiquitous in numerous aspects of our lives. And while we may not see humanoid robots acting as teachers within the next decade, there are many projects already in the works that use computer intelligence to help students and teachers get more out of educational experience. Global adoption of technology in education is transforming the way we teach and learn. AI is one of the most disruptive techniques to customize the experience of different learning groups of teachers and tutors. So it is not just transforming the way teachers can do their jobs, it is also revolutionizing the way students learn. So when we talk about AI, is actually a branch of computer science that concerns building smart machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. And the main objective is to optimize the routine processes, improve their speed and their efficiency. Um, and also, I can mention that AI is also related to machine learning. Machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence. Um, we could say that where artificial intelligence is the overall appearance of being smart, machine learning is where machines are taking in data and learning things about the world that would be difficult for humans to do. So machine learning usually can go beyond human intelligence and is primarily used to process large quantities of data very quickly using algorithms that change over time and get better at what they needed to do. A manufacturing plant, for instance, might collect data from machines and sensors on its network far beyond what any human is capable of processing. So machine learning is a technique that allows machines to get information that humans can't. According to statistics, we can see that AI market size, the global artificial intelligence market size is was valued at 65 billion approximately in 2020, but it's projected to reach 1.5 billion by 2030. So how AI is transforming the educational industry? First of all, we know that AI has already been used in many platforms and in many softwares and many applications. And at the same time, we know that professors and teachers usually have to manage a classroom environment alongside numerous organizational and administrative tasks. So according to all reports, teachers don't just teach. They also spend time grading tests, evaluating homework, filling the necessary paperwork, making a progress report, organizing resources and materials, and manage teaching materials. So it's a lot of work involved. Finally, we spend a lot of time on not teaching tasks. This is something very overwhelming. This is how AI can step in and make quick work out of these tasks, while at the same time offer recommendations of how to close these gaps in learning. AI helps us automate administrative tasks. It opens up more time for teachers to spend with each student. So there is much potential for AI to create more efficient, for instance, enrollment and admissions processes. And in this way, teachers can have more time to do primary work of teaching without being bothered with administrative tasks. And of course, we have more time to spend with more quality time with students and make the learning process more efficient. This is a first use, and very, very important. It's that AI facilitates what we call personalized or differentiated or individualized learning, because it's a universal solution to get a set of tools that are tailored to the specific needs of learners and educators to optimize the routine, to increase efficiency and improve accessibility and scale the processes. So adjusting learning is something which is a priority in education for many years, but AI will allow a level of differentiation that's impossible for teachers who have to manage, for instance, 30 students in each class. This is why there are many now AI-powered digital platforms that use AI to provide learning, to provide testing, to provide feedback to students, that gives them the challenges that are ready for, but helps to identify gaps in knowledge and redirects to new topics when it's appropriate. And as AI becomes more sophisticated, it might be possible, for instance, for a machine to read the expression that passes on a student's face that indicates that they're struggling to grasp a subject. And this way, teachers will know that they have to modify a lesson to respond to this. So the idea of customizing curriculum for every student needs is something that is not viable today, but it maybe will be viable for AI-powered machines. And educational software can be adapted to student needs. These systems respond to the needs I said before. They put greater emphasis on certain topics. They can repeat things that students haven't mastered, and generally help students to walk at their own pace, whatever that may be. We highlight topics that students are weaker in repeat subjects, and this creates what we call custom tailored education. And teachers will only be there to offer support and help where students need it. This kind of custom-tailored education could be a machine-assisted solution to helping students at different levels work together in a classroom, with teachers facilitating the learning and offering help and support when needed. And adaptive learning is something that is very, very important, has a huge impact on education. Adaptive programs, as AI advances, will be available. So we talk about universal access for all students, because AI tools can help create global classrooms available to all. And when we say all, we include also those who speak different languages, those who have visual or hearing impairments, also those who might not be able to attend school due to an illness, or who require learning at a different level or in particular subject that isn't available in their own school. So AI can help break down silos between schools and between traditional grade levels. So the use of AI in classrooms makes learning universally accessible for all students, whether a student is slow learning or unable to attend school. AI is actually a blessing for them. So this helps us to overcome the geographical barriers in learning. Students located anywhere around the world can learn from the best teachers through the use of AI in education. And this helps us to create what we call smart content. Smart content is a very hot subject today, because robots can produce digital content of similar quality as what different AI essay writing services can create. So this technology has actually reached a classroom setting. We can create learning content updated. We can create digital lessons. Many efficiencies and opportunities, and at the same time, we can understand that teachers are able to learn new things, because teachers should not rely on their old residual knowledge. There are more facts that they need to know and teach the students as well. So teachers have comprehensive information available to them at their fingertips, and this allows them to keep themselves educated in things that they didn't know or improve on their past knowledge. This way, only we can be better rounded and have a more in-depth and broader knowledge based on what we call 21st century education and curriculum. I want to say something here. When the COVID pandemic has started here in Greece, we launched the online education, distance learning system. There were many teachers who didn't even know how to turn on a computer, who many teachers who lacking basic and elementary digital skills. So there were many complaints against the ministry and against the government that there is a lack of training, etc. I think that the COVID pandemic gave us the opportunity to realize also our own weaknesses as educators. And it was an opportunity to bring forward long-awaited reforms in education. So it's something very important. Also, as I said before, AI can complement the teacher's work in the classroom to identify classroom weaknesses. And this way, we'll be able to identify many problems that take place during our lesson. And this will make us more accountable and make them stick to best teaching practices. Tutoring and support outside the classroom. Tutoring study programs are becoming more advanced now, thanks to artificial intelligence, so more they will be available to respond to a range of learning styles. And there are many more AI applications for education, including AI mentors for learners, further development of smart content, and new method of personal development for educators through virtual global conferences. So students could get additional support from AI tutors, especially during the COVID pandemic. AI tutors were largely used. I will talk about the assistance. Several AI-powered chatbots are specifically built for education. They work as students' assistants and round the clock to provide answers to the queries at any time. So we don't have students don't have to wait to see the prof in their office or in the classroom. In the case of feedback, is important because programs now can provide valuable feedback both to students as well as teachers. We can The use of AI now can point out to teachers how to improve instructions provided to learners, and instant feedbacks also helps to understand what is wrong. Something else that is also important is that AI can make trial and error learning less intimidating. Why? Because trial and error, is a critical part of learning, but for many students, the idea of failing or even not knowing the answer is paralyzing. An intelligent computer system designed to help students to learn, it's, could say, much less daunting way to deal with trial and error. Artificial intelligence this way can offer students a way to experiment and learn in a more judgment-free environment. And especially when AI tutors can offer solutions for improvement. So it's a perfect format for supporting this kind of learning, as AI systems often learn by trial and error method. And data powered by AI can change how schools find, teach, and support students. Smarter data gathering powered by intelligent computer systems is already making changes to how colleges, for instance, interact with prospective and current students, from recruiting to helping students choose the best courses. Intelligent computer systems are helping make every part of the college experience more closely tailored to student needs and goals. Data mining systems are already playing an integral role in today's higher education landscape, but artificial intelligence could further alter higher education. And AI may change where students learn, who teaches them, and how they acquire basic skills. Because AI may just replace teachers in some instances, and many programs said before are already helping students to learn basic skills. And as these programs grow, as developers learn more, they will likely offer students a much wider range of services. So this has the potential to radically change about everything we take for granted about education. And it's something that help teachers to interact and collaborate with machines. And AI, of course, as I said before, can help fill need gaps in learning, can give us more opportunities, more efficiencies, can drive efficiency, personalization, and allow teachers to find more quality time and freedom to provide understanding and adaptability. So this could change actually our role. Teachers will supplement the lessons, assist the students who are struggling, provide them human interaction, hands-on experiences. And it can point out, of course, places where courses need to improve. And it is altering the way we find and interact with information. This kind of intelligent system play a big role in how we interact with information, and this could just change how we find and use information in schools. So it's something very, very interesting, and this enables what we call global learning, because education has no limits. AI can help us eliminate boundaries. Technology brings transitions, radical transitions, by facilitating the learning of any course from anywhere across the globe at any time. It helps, of course, students and teachers with fundamental IT skills. And with more inventions, there will be a wider range of courses available online. With the help of AI, students will be learning from whenever they want. Schools, for instance, can define the appropriate methods, so I can see an example of preventing students from getting lost in crowds when they run in corridors. Or AI can also be used in the modeling of complex data to enable the operations department to create data-driven forecasts. And this allows proper planning for the future, for example, assigning seats during school functions or ordering food from local cafeterias. Many efficiencies, and also when we talk about implement AI in education, there are many things that we need to take into consideration. First of all, we need to identify the role of AI in schools, to define the key processes that the use of AI in schools will automate. We need to take into consideration the challenges of teaching AI in schools and ways to overcome them. Try to align AI with the existing environment in school. Try to make a transition process smoother, and learn how to align AI user in order to promote effective decision making. So how to start implementing? You need to identify your needs, first of all, and AI technologies, to define strategic objectives if you want to transform your educational institution, to make the right culture, talent, technology meet, and to find out smart ways to control the outcome of AI transformation. Nothing can replace a teacher. However, technology can expand the teaching, and we can mention some examples of how AI is used in K-12 education. The case of intelligent tutors, the case of reading workshops, and also here we can mention the case of some AI-powered products such as Microsoft Immersive Readers can help educators to focus on improving education for 1 in 7 learners who have disability. Translation capabilities translation technology is something that is developing quickly, and these tools include more dialects and language nuances every day. And low vision accessibility checkers are helping educators increase access for low vision students. So many efficiencies, and in 2022 we can mention AI and digital assistants that help teachers manage classrooms. So digital assistance is very trendy. Next generation cybersecurity solutions that integrate AI technology and chatbots, as I mentioned before. AI chatbots has been shown to improve classroom efficiency and help teachers communicate with parents. And since the onset of the pandemic, even more users for chatbots have started to gain steam, and with tutoring seen as a solution to help students overcome the COVID learning, chatbots could help bridge the equity gap between students who can't afford private traditional tutors and those who can. AI education and higher education. What happens here? Of course, there is an increase of students who choose to robotics, for instance, or AI as a career path. There are new AI students with or PhD candidates and who choose interesting jobs. This has increased. And for instance, in European Union, the vast majority of specialized AI academic offerings taught at the master's level. Robotics automation is by far the most frequently taught course in the specialized bachelor's and master programs, and machine learning dominates in the specialized short courses. Some examples of AI-based solutions in education: third space learning, and maybe you know some of them, or maybe you have used them. This system was created with the help of scholars from London University College, and can recommend ways to improve the classroom techniques. For instance, if a teacher speaks too fast or too low, the system sends a notification. Little Dragon, it uses smart apps using AI. Such applications can analyze the user's emotion and adapt the user interface depending on it. And also it makes educational games for kids. There is also a case of Brainly. Learners can discuss some issues connected to their homework or getting new knowledge from other students. And this utilizes machine learning to provide a better user experience. Carnegie Learning provides more customized education materials. And Thinker Math helps small kids learn math with various games and a reward system. Other examples are, for instance, Nuance makes speech recognition more easier. It's a software that is used by students. Enhances spelling ability and word recognition. Newton creates adaptive learning technology for higher education. It helps identify gaps in students' knowledge, provides relevant coursework, places students back on track for college-level courses. Querium, that uses AI to deliver customizable STEM tutoring lessons to high school and college students. And Kid Adaptive Learning Platform, it's something that actually contains AI algorithms that help educational institutions collect data and increase learner engagement. And this platform also predicts future academic performance based on underlying patterns and relationships. Blackpark's products combine computer vision, intelligence technology, and augmented reality. Augmented reality, virtual reality is a huge chapter. Maybe we can organize another webinar about this. It's very interesting to see how we can apply it in classroom. It's it's amazing. It has fascinating results. Intermaster is something that I have already mentioned. Quizlet. What happens now when we talk about usually the ethical part? Well, I think we all have the fear that AI is a job killer, that something that will replace, for instance, teachers. And I think that the most important fear of people is what we call the fear of super intelligence. Is the fear that AI will reach a point where it doesn't care for or about the existence of humanity anymore, such as what happens, for instance, with Skynet in the Terminator series or movies. So there is a fear that technology will get to a point where it can teach itself and improve and invent on its own. And instead of becoming a force for the betterment of humanity, humanity becomes a servant of technology. And the fear is that our brain will just not be able to keep up with advancement, development, and invention after a certain point because things will be moving way too fast. Computers, of course, I think we're not in this stage anymore, but this is another application I forgot to say. It's AI in special education for students. Kid Robot is used for students with autism. So the bigger counter argument about these fears is the case of philosopher Luciano Floridi, who said that he actually tries to remind us that several developments in history threaten to diminish human dignity, or people feared so. So he mentions how Copernicus showed how Copernicus, Darwin, Freud, and Turing, for instance, in their own ways, dethroned humanity from an imagined universal centrality. And therefore, they destabilized the prevailing and long-held anthropocentric view of nature. How Copernicus showed that we are not at the center of universe. Darwin showed that we are not at the center of the biosphere. Freud showed that we are not at the center of the psychosphere. And Turing showed that we are not at the center of the infosphere. Of course, all these discoveries were not easy to take. And we know that people usually resist in any kind of innovation. Remember that every major AI is domain specific. Human intelligence isn't like this, it's domain general. And there are three main camps in the controversy. First, what we call the technoskeptics, and these who have feared to embrace AI, the digital utopians, and the beneficial AI movement who actually are positive towards any application of AI. We can mention here the case of UNESCO 2019, the UNESCO cooperation with the government of China. They organized a conference on artificial intelligence education. And this recommends some guidelines and resources to support policymakers about the integration of AI in frameworks. You can find this report. And actually, this report shows that how it's important for policymakers to promote equitable and inclusive access to AI, to use AI as a public good. We focus on empowering girls and women and disadvantaged socioeconomic groups. Something that needs to benefit benefit all humanity. What happens here in Europe? The use, of course, as I said before, as happens with any powerful technology, the use of AI raises several ethical challenges. For instance, relating to the impact on people and society, decision-making capabilities, and safety. If we're increasingly going to use the systems or to delegate decisions to AI systems, we need to make sure these systems are fair in their impact on people's lives, that they're in line with values that should not be compromised, and be able to act accordingly, and that suitable accountability processes can ensure this. AI ethics is a subfilter of applied ethics, focusing on the ethical issues raised by the development, deployment, and use of AI. So the concern of Europe is to identify how AI can advance or raise concerns for the good life of individuals, whether in terms of quality of life or human autonomy and freedom necessary for a democratic society. And of course, this ethical reflection can serve multiple purposes. It can stimulate reflection on the need to protect individuals and groups at the most basic level. It can stimulate new kinds of innovations that seek to foster ethical lives, such as those to help achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals. What are the ethical guidelines for trustworthy Europe? In 2019, high-level expert group presented ethical guidelines for trustworthy AI. So according to this guideline, trustworthy AI should be lawful, respecting all applicable laws and regulations, should be ethical, respecting ethical principles and values, and robust, both from a technical perspective while taking into account its social environment. And also there is a set of 7 key requirements that AI systems should meet in order to be considered as trustworthy. What are these ethics guidelines? First of all, human agency and oversight. AI systems should empower human beings, should allow them to make informed decisions and foster their fundamental rights. And at the same time, proper oversight mechanisms need to be ensured, which can be achieved through human on the loop, and human in command approaches. Technical robustness and safety, because AI systems need to be resilient and secure. They need to be safe, ensuring a fallback plan always in case something goes wrong, as well as being accurate, reliable, and reproducible. This is the only way that we can ensure that unintentional harm can be minimized or prevented. Privacy and data governance, besides ensuring full respect for privacy and data protection, adequate data governance mechanisms must also be ensured, taking into account the quality and integrity of data, ensuring legitimized access to data. Transparency, traceability mechanism can help achieve this. Diversity, no discrimination, and fairness, unfair bias must be avoided. Fostering diversity, AI systems should be accessible to all, as I said before, regardless of any disability. Societal environmental well-being, AI systems should benefit all human beings, including future generations. So we need to take into consideration also environment and society. And accountability mechanisms should be put in place to ensure responsibility and accountability for AI systems and their outcomes. So trustworthy AI can improve individual flourishing and collective well-being by generating prosperity, value creation, and wealth maximization. It can contribute to achieving a fair society by helping to increasing citizens' health and well-being in ways that foster equality in the distribution of economic, social, political, educational opportunities. It is therefore imperative that we understand how to best support AI development, deployment, and use to ensure that everyone can thrive in an AI-based world and to build a better future while at the same time being globally competitive. Um, and let's not forget that when we talk about ethics guidelines for a trustworthy AI Europe, we mean fundamental rights, take into consideration fundamental rights as moral and legal entitlements, fundamental rights as a basis. When we talk about fundamental rights, we talk always about freedom of individual, respect for democracy, justice and rule of law, and ethical principles that could be equality, no discrimination, citizens' right, the principle for respect for human autonomy, principle of prevention of harm, principle of fairness. So all of these principles show that, of course, AI is a wonderful tool, but it's only a tool. The human factor, human dimension should be taken into consideration, especially when we talk about the fifth industrial revolution. Machines should go along with humans, and artificial intelligence in this way cannot be a threat. It's only a tool. So thank you very much for your attention. And for any question, we're here. I can't hear you. Actually, I can't hear anything.
Hello, ma'am.
Now it's fine. I can hear you.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Um, then we can start again. Please present your slide.
uh, you didn't hear anything of my presentation?
Yes, we hear all of your presentation, but somehow it stopped. Then I will message you and knock you again and again.
So I will start from the start, from scratch.
No, no, ma'am. You can start when you stop. When you think that there are some issues, then you can start from that slide.
I don't know. I solved everything. I don't know when was the problem.
Maybe some technical issues arise.
Actually, I finished my presentation.
Okay, okay.
I don't
If
know
you
when. Mhm.
okay, ma'am, then okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It was very informative for us and also for our participants. Ma'am, it's time for our quiz session. After completing the quiz session, we come back again for our question answer session. So you have to wait for few minutes. হুম 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 দিচ্ছি Dear participant, now we are starting our quiz. The first question of our quiz is focus on creating artificial intelligence device that can move and react to sensory input. First option drone, second option robotics. Okay, our first answer is robotics and 83% is right here. In the leaderboard, the first rank name is Shuffle. Our second question is business intelligence can help you gain a competitive advantage, connect internal system efficiency. And the correct answer is gain a competitive advantage. 73% people are right here. And now we are going for our next question. Our third question is business intelligence and analytic acquisition of data for modeling and solution method. The options 2 is acquisition of information for decision making. And the right answer is acquisition of data for modeling and solution method. 56% people are right here. Okay, our fourth question is artificial neural networks use linear functionality. Option 2 learn by a feedback loop. And the right answer is learn by a feedback loop. 23% people are right here. The fifth question of our quiz session is which of those is not a digital transformation indicator? Digital labor, digital literacy. Which of these is not a digital transformation indicator? Option 1 digital labor, option 2 digital literacy. Okay, the right answer is digital literacy. 20% people are right here. Okay, our sixth question is which of the following is not a key to success in digital transformation of an organization? Using traditional web technologies, building capability for the workforce of the future. And the right question is using traditional web technologies. 84% people are right here. So we go for our next question. In digital transformation, which of these four themes doesn't define successful companies? Utilization, option 2 high quality. Okay, the answer is high quality. 27% are right here. Our next question is digital transformation of increase the efficiency of business operations and customer relations. Is it true or false? The answer is true and 100% participants are right here. Our ninth question is the economic transformation program has not helped revitalize that Malaysian's economy. Is it true or false? Okay, the right answer is false, and 83% people are right here. And our last question is the primary sector includes the transformation of raw materials. Is it true or false? The primary sector includes the transformation of raw materials. Is it true or false? And the answer is false. 21% people are right here. Congratulations, top 10 today's quiz competition winner. We have all of your name which you entered during joining. We will pick and prepare certificate. We will post them to our official Facebook page and group. Our official Facebook page name is Institute of Global Professional. Dear participant, now we go for our question answer session. Let's enjoy the question answer session after a short video. Once again, welcome everyone. Dear participant, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Okay. If you have any question, you can ask in our comment box, dear participants. Dear participants, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Dear participants, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Our participant, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Our speaker is here. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, ma'am. On behalf of IGB, thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very wonderful session. I hope every participant learned from you.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity, and I hope to see you soon for another webinar. Thank you.
Of course, ma'am. We will see you soon also. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your presentation. Now it's time for to give you our webinar code. Hmm. Today's program name is Artificial Intelligence Transformation in the Education Sector. and our code is IGP6011. I again repeat, today program name is Artificial Intelligence Transformer in Education Sector and our code is IGP6011. Without code, no one is eligible for certificates. With code, you can claim your certificates anytime. Thank you so much everyone for your active participants. I hope everyone learned from our webinar. See you again in our next session. Till then, stay happy. Once again, I am Badhundas from Bangladesh.